So last weekend, my book club decided to spice things up and host a murder mystery dinner party. We're all pretty big on Agatha Christie, so naturally, expectations were high. My friend Linda volunteered to be the victim, which in hindsight was like casting a golden retriever as a ninja. Enthusiasm, yes, but subtlety, not so much. The whole thing started innocently enough. Linda dramatically collapsed onto the carpet and flung a note that read, "I was murdered by," before realizing she was supposed to keep the murderer's identity secret. She tried to crumple the note, but not before half the group saw the letter J. At this point, my cousin Jake, who'd been suspiciously quiet, started sweating like he'd just been caught in a group chat with his exes. As we scavenged for clues, Linda kept popping her eyes open and dropping, very loud, hints, "Gosh, I sure hope the murderer's not someone who rhymes with fake and wears this exact shade of blue." Meanwhile, the rest of us were trying to figure out why the butler hadn't moved since the party started. Turns out, we'd just thrown a bow tie on the coat rack and called it a day. Things got truly unhinged when someone tried to interrogate the butler for his whereabouts during the crime. My Aunt Carol spent a solid 5 minutes grilling the coat rack about motives and alibis, while we all politely sipped boxed wine and pretended this was normal. When Carol finally realized she'd been questioning an inanimate object, she announced, "Well, at least he's not hanging around the scene of the crime." Which made the rest of us lose it. By the end, we had one person confessing to a crime they didn't commit, another trying to bribe the coat rack for clues, and Linda loudly stage whispering, "It was Jake." Every time she forgot she was supposed to be dead. In the end, we unanimously agreed the real murder was committed by whoever thought it was a good idea to give the coat rack a starring role, because honestly, he totally nailed it.